Morning guys, we're starting the background leaves today, so let's talk about those. For this one, this is going to be a clematis, this is going to be a wisteria with the hanging flowers, and this one's going to be a grapevine. So we're going to start with the background leaves for this one, for the clematis. Some rough sketches just to give you an idea where I'm going with everything. They're literally rough, just to give me an idea of leaf shapes and stuff, but these are the background leaves, so we don't have to mess about too much. Just one sec. There we go. Right. Polymer clay. This one's been conditioned. This is made up of loads of scraps that I mushed together, loads of green scraps, mushed together, and added a tiny bit of black too. And for the clematis leaves, the next thing I need to do is to run them a sheet, a little bit, blobby bit, through the pasta machine. So if you hold there, I'll try and do it live. Let's pull off a little bit of clay. Doesn't have to be a big bit. Put it in between the reels. There she blows. And there's the sheet. This is on the 1 setting, which is the thinnest. When I started doing this, I used to think this was super thin. Now it's just thin, because I'm quite used to it. So there's that, and I'm going to cut leaves into it now. So give me a sec. Can't do that live, not until I get my stand set up. Right, there we go. I've cut some basic leaf shapes out. The waste is there, and I shall smush it back up. It's nice and soft now it's been conditioned. Just to say, I did leave it overnight to let it, because it was very soft yesterday. Anyway, back to the leaves. The leaves are here, so I shall pop them onto there. This is a silicone gel plate. They're great because they can go in the oven, and they're flexible, so you can work on them. So I'm just going to transfer some leaves over, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do next. Right, there we go. I've moved them all onto the gel plate. This is my ball tool that I'm using to round off the edges. I've got some corn flour just worked into the mat there, and basically I'll use the ball tool to soften the edges and smooth them out. It's not anything fancy. These are background leaves. These are just to provide some depth. I'll see you in a sec. Right, there we go. That's them smoothed out around the edges. They're a little bit bigger now. Putting the corn flour on the ball tool actually just stops them sticking to it and lifting off. Now that that's done, I need to use the back of my blade to mark in some basic leaf shapes, just for lighting catch, really, more than anything. So just do that and see you in a sec. There we go. I don't know if you can actually see the markings there. There you go. Just roughly. It's just enough to really just, if it catches the light, you can see that it's a leaf sort of thing. Now, I've got 3 of these, so if I was doing it, normally I'd do all 3 before I cook them, but these go in the oven next to be hardened, as per cooking the instructions on this is Fimo, and I think there's a little bit of Sculpey in there as well, but they're hardened, cooled, and you end up with these little chaps. If I can get one off because they stick a bit. There we go. Little leaves, little teeny tiny leaves. I shall put them up there for sizing. Little teeny tiny leaves. So, and then that's that, ready to glue on. As you can imagine, I need quite a lot of these, so this is going to be several days worth of work. I do have a new toy, so I might be able to do a time-lapsed so you can actually see me making them, but we'll see how it goes. I'll be back when I've got enough, hopefully enough to do, I'm basically putting them in there, to do the clematis plant So I'll see you soon.